Welcome back to Future Business School's Book Bites. Today, we're exploring Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. This book dives deep into the art of persuasion and the psychological principles that make people say yes. Whether you're in sales, marketing, or just looking to understand human behavior, these insights are crucial. Let's uncover 20 powerful lessons that you can apply in real life to become more persuasive and make better decisions. Number 1. The principle of reciprocity.
Cialdini introduces the principle of reciprocity, which is the idea that people feel obligated to return favors. When someone gives us something, we're inclined to give back.
In real life, think about how free samples in stores make you feel more inclined to buy the product. You can use this principle in business by offering free value, like a helpful guide or free consultation, to encourage potential clients to work with you. Number 2. Commitment and consistency.
People like to be consistent with their past actions. Once they make a commitment, even a small one, they're more likely to follow through with larger requests.
For example, if you get someone to commit to a small task, like signing up for a free newsletter, they're more likely to engage with larger offers later, like purchasing a product or attending an event. Number 3. Social proof.
The concept of social proof is the idea that people look to others when deciding how to act. If we see others doing something, we're more likely to do it ourselves.
Think about how you're more likely to visit a crowded restaurant than an empty one. In marketing, this is why testimonials, reviews, and user-generated content are so effective. They show that others have already made the decision, which influences us to follow suit.
Cialdini explains that we are more likely to be influenced by people we like. We tend to say yes to those who are friendly, similar to us, or who have given us compliments.
In your own life, think about how you build relationships. People are more likely to agree with you when you've established rapport, so be sure to connect on a personal level before making a request. People tend to trust and follow authority figures. This principle highlights the power of expertise and credibility in influencing others.
In real life, doctors, police officers, or even business leaders command respect because of their positions. If you want to be more persuasive, establish yourself as an expert in your field by sharing valuable insights or credentials. The principle of scarcity is the idea that people place more value on things that are rare or limited. When something is scarce, it feels more desirable.
For example, limited time offers or exclusive products create urgency. If you're in business, try highlighting the scarcity of your offering, whether it's a limited supply or a time-sensitive deal, to encourage action. Key. The power of because.
Cialdini found that people are more likely to comply with requests when they're given a reason, even if the reason seems trivial. Simply using the word because can increase compliance.
For instance, asking someone to let you cut in line because I'm in a hurry works better than just asking to cut in line. In your professional life, always provide a reason when making requests, as it significantly boosts the chance of agreement. This technique involves getting someone to agree to a small request first, which increases the likelihood of them agreeing to a larger request later.
For example, if you're trying to sell a product, start by asking a potential customer to try a free trial or a small sample. Once they've committed, they're more likely to purchase the full product later. This is the opposite of the foot in the door technique. You start by making a large request that you expect will be refused, and then follow it up with a smaller, more reasonable request, which they are more likely to accept.
For instance, if you want a colleague to help you with a big project, first ask for a larger favor, like helping with multiple projects. When they decline, follow up with the smaller request, which will seem more reasonable in comparison.
The power of yes, but.
When faced with objections, Cialdini suggests using the yes, but approach to acknowledge the concern, and then provide a counterpoint.
For example, if a client says your product is too expensive, you could say, yes, it may seem costly at first, but when you consider the long-term savings, it's actually a smart investment. This technique validates the concern while gently steering the conversation back in your favor. Urgency is a key driver in persuasion. When people believe they might miss out on something, they're more likely to act quickly.
Think about how limited time sales or countdown timers on websites create a sense of urgency. Use this principle in your business by offering time-sensitive deals or promotions that encourage immediate action. The anchoring principle suggests that people rely heavily on the first piece of information they receive when making decisions. This initial piece of information acts as a reference point.
For instance, when presenting a high-priced product followed by a lower-priced option, the second option seems like a better deal because the higher price anchors the decision. Use this strategy when offering pricing tiers or packages. The rule of contrast.
The rule of contrast works similarly to anchoring. It states that when two different things are presented together, the difference between them is more noticeable.
For example, when a realtor shows a high-priced house first, the next house, even if it's moderately priced, seems like a bargain. In negotiations, start with the higher ask, so the next offer seems more reasonable in comparison.
The halo effect.
The halo effect refers to the tendency for positive impressions in one area to influence opinions in another area. If people like one aspect of you or your product, they're more likely to view everything else positively.
For instance, if a product looks aesthetically pleasing, people might assume it's also high quality. In marketing, focus on building a strong first impression to create a positive halo around your entire brand. Consensus and popularity.
People are more likely to conform to group behavior or opinions, especially when uncertain. This is why showcasing large followings or high ratings can influence others to jump on board.
In real life, if you're deciding whether to buy something and see that it's a bestseller with lots of positive reviews, you're more inclined to make the purchase. Use this in your business by highlighting how many people have already chosen your product or service.
The power of free.
People love getting something for free, even if the free item has little actual value. The mere fact that it's free makes it irresistible.
Think about how buy one, get one free. Offers often feel more compelling than discounts. If you're trying to persuade someone, offering something for free, whether it's information or a small product, can be highly effective. Timing plays a significant role in persuasion. Knowing when to make your ask can make all the difference in whether someone says yes.
For example, people are more likely to agree to requests when they're in a good mood or feeling relaxed. In sales or negotiations, choose your timing carefully to maximize your chances of success. Complex messages can confuse people, reducing the likelihood of persuasion. Cialdini highlights the importance of keeping your communication simple and clear.
In your life, when you're trying to persuade someone, avoid overloading them with information. Instead, focus on delivering a clear, concise message that is easy to understand and act upon. How you frame your message can significantly impact its effectiveness. People respond differently depending on whether something is presented as a gain or a loss.
For instance, instead of saying you'll lose money if you don't invest, try you'll gain financial freedom by investing. Positive framing tends to be more effective in persuading others. Cialdini emphasizes that understanding human psychology is key to becoming a master of persuasion. The more you understand what drives people, the better you can tailor your approach.
In real life, take the time to study human behavior and motivations. Whether you're trying to persuade someone in a business deal or convince a friend to try something new, the better you understand their needs and desires, the more persuasive you'll be.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Future Business School's Book Bites. Continue learning, keep pushing boundaries, and stay tuned for more content designed to help you succeed.